So in the previous video, we used the scanner class to read input from a text file. We created an input stream from a file on our desktop and we scanned that in to the user output. So now we will be using other classes that lets us write output data to a text file. So we're creating an output stream using different kinds of objects. So the FileWriter class represents a text output file, but with minimal support for manipulating data. Therefore, we also rely on a PrintWriter object, which we have print and println methods. We build the class that represents the output file by combining these classes appropriately. Output stream should be closed explicitly, and in this example code, we'll be looking at a program that writes a test data file with random 2-digit numbers, and it looks like a 2D array. So first we will create the class. So just public class main. So then we'll just do command line. So public static void main string array args, and then we'll throw, so throws IO exception. So IO exception is a checked exception, so we have to list it in the throws clause of any method header that may throw it, or propagate it. And then, or we'd have to handle it. So after that, we will just import some stuff. So we'll import java.util.scanner. We'll just input.util because we're using the random number class. And then we'll import java.io. So then we'll create just a final int variable. We'll call it max, set it equal to 10. And then we'll create an int, call it val. And then we'll create a string named file. We'll set it equal to the path. So we'll just do my path, so it's a Windows path. So if you're using Windows, just do c ... and then 2 backslashes, and then users, the name, and then I save the file on my desktop, so I'm doing desktop, and then, oh no, actually we're creating a output file, so just, you can call it whatever you want. So I'll just say new output file .txt. You can do any file type, but it won't work for all of them since we haven't imported all the classes. So then we'll create a random number object. So random, just call it rand equals new random. And we'll create a FileWriter, call it fw equals new FileWriter, and then we'll pass in the file that we created. Then we'll create a BufferedWriter. So BufferedWriter bw equals new BufferedWriter, and then we'll pass in fw. And then we'll create a PrintWriter. So PrintWriter pw equals new PrintWriter, and we'll pass in fpw. So what a FileWriter does, it can write to files. PrintWriter is the same thing, but it has more capabilities like print and println. And BufferedWriter basically just, it's a better writer. It's I think it's faster. Like if you compiled it, I think it compiles it like some milliseconds faster. Also, it's more reliable, and I think it works better. It like can save more information or something. It's more efficient, I think, and it supports maybe more size, like bigger sizes, bigger buffer sizes, and for larger, large for more purposes than the just a PrintWriter. So then we'll just if you want to look up any one of these classes, you can just Google search like the class. So you could search like FileWriter, and you could just type in Oracle Docs. I can try to include a link in the description, but it'll just give you the API documentation. So you could look up like BufferedWriter. It'll tell you that it's from the java.io class. It's called public class BufferedWriter and extends java.io.writer. And it'll tell you the description, like writes text to a character output stream, and like all the classes and interfaces it implements and extends and all that. So then after that, we will create a nested for loop. So for int line equals 1, line is less than equal to max, line plus plus, and we'll say for num int num equals 1, num is less than equal to max, num plus plus. Then we'll say val equals to ran dot next int of 90 plus 10. So remember, a random number generator, if you just say ran dot next int of 90, that returns a number between 0 and 89. So if we say plus 10, so then you just take 0, you add 10, so it's 10, 2, and then we say 89 plus 10, so it's this statement returns a number between 10 and 99. 0 to 89, so 10 and then 89 plus 10, yeah, so 10 to 99. You could also use the math.random class. I think that's in one of the first videos I made. But I might have to redo that video because my mic wasn't that good. So the mic I'm using right now, it's okay, so I'll just continue to use that one for now. But I will create a more clear video in the future on math.random and arrays. So after that, we'll just do pw.print, and then we'll print value plus an open space, and then we'll just say pw.println, or you could do system.out but .println, but this is okay, just to show some other methods. And then we'll remember to close the output stream at the end. So pw.close. And then after all that, I think we just write system.out.println. And then we'll just say file or output file created. Just save and run it. Line 19, pw.print value plus, I think there should be a plus here. BufferedWriter, pw equals new BufferedWriter, that should be capital. pw.print val, oh whoops, it should be val, my mistake. Okay, so it says output file created, so if you check your desktop there should be a file named, what do we call it? So if you check your desktop there should be a file named new output file.txt, and inside there should be like a 2D array structure. So, I hope that helps. Thanks.